The last part here we'll be talking about equations that is reducible or change to reducible to quadratic equation. So let's take a very quick look on the question. Can you recognize any one of them they're quadratic? No, I don't think so. For example, A is power 4, B is square root, C is index, D is fraction, E is messy, right? And then so you see that none of them looks like quadratic at first, in your first impression. So this is the case. But in the setting of the question, in the following 5 examples, they are all we call reducible to quadratic in a very easy way or in some special way. So let's take part A as example. So how can we change it into quadratic? Power 2, but now it's in power 4. So in this case, you have to pay attention to the terms over there because you have x squared power 4, and you will see that there should be a relation over there. It should be x squared and s squared is power 4 and is x to the power 4. So when you recognize it, that means the question can be reducible to quadratic. Like in part C, 3 to the power x squared is 3 to the power 2x. Can you see it? And you can also see the last one, x squared minus x and x squared minus x bracket square. When you identify these relations between the two the variables in the question, then that means the question may be reducible to quadratic. So let's start. In presentation, how we can do it will be we make use of another letter to replace the big terms. We will let y to be the so-called smaller one, which is x squared, compared to power 4. And then you will see, so that's why y squared will be power 4 indeed. So in this case, the question changed to y squared minus 7y plus 12 equals 0. That's called reducible to quadratic. Can you see it? Now the question is about quadratic equation now. So as a result, by your calculator, formula 1 definitely, you've got the result is, let me check, which is 4 or 3. Y is 4 or 3. But it's not the end because y is x squared. So that's why we go back to x squared is 4 or 3, which gives you x is plus or minus 2 or plus or minus 3. So the only thing you have to note will be sometimes we will be taking square root. So that's why the answer will be in terms of plus or minus. That's the situation of part A. And then part C and part E, they are very similar. You may work it out by yourselves. And now we come to take a look in part B. If you are square root, then it's fine. Then you take square on both sides to reduce the square root sign. In this case, you can expand it. X squared minus x plus 16 equal to x plus 2. And rewrite the expression into standard form. You have the result as follows. Easy, right? Formula 1, get ready your calculator. And you've got 7 or 2, right? So here comes the answer. But only thing you have to pay attention to or you have to be alert. Alert is whenever you have a square root sign, where I put a star here, then normally one of the answer should be rejected. Alert. When you have square root sign, that means one answer may be rejected. Be careful. This is something you have to remember deep in mind because no one will tell you, even the calculator. And how we can judge? Now you have to check it separately in the calculator. 7 minus 4, is it square root of 7 plus 2? If yes, then we keep the answer. The other one will be 2 minus 4, is it square root of 2 plus 2? No, because you will see that in this case, that means is minus 2 is square root of 4, minus 2 is 2, which is wrong. So you bear in mind that square root of 4, it means 2 only, no negative sign. So that's why the answer of 2 should be rejected. And that's lastly, we have the answer x is 7 only. So this is a very special situation where you have a square root sign in your calculator, and not calculator in your question. And at last, we go to example part D. If you have fraction, then normally we put the fractions together, which is 4 times x plus 3, 4 times x minus 3, and denominator put together, We don't like fraction, of course. So that's why the denominator I move totally to the right-hand side. So as a result, you can see you do expect later on it will be a quadratic equation because you're expanding the brackets on the right-hand side. So for details, you try to work it out by yourselves and you'll get the answers. And afterward, you check the answer according to the notes. But the only thing I would like to especially remind you here would be in part D, because of fraction, in fraction we don't allow 4 over 0, right? So it's undefined. So as a result, in this question, you have to note that x can't be a 3, as well as x can't be negative 3. So just in case, later on when you solve the equation, you've got these two answers, you have to reject them by yourselves.